He's not an easy boxer to figure out. He's a slick southpaw mover, very good skills, Olympic gold medalist, and he's coming on some good form. So I'm really.
I saw something the other day. It was like Usyk swimming 5 hours. I was like, oh my god.
He's an animal, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's so fucking good. He's so good. I mean, think about what that guy has done. He beat AJ twice. He beat Tyson Fury twice, and now he beat Dubois twice. That's crazy.
No, it's incredible.
Those are two.
Before I say it again, I just think I can't see past Oleksandr Usyk. I just think the guy's an absolute machine.
Tyson Fury calling Usyk a machine and the king of the heavyweight division says it all. This is coming from the man who once claimed to rule the throne himself. For Fury to admit that publicly, that's a massive statement. Usyk's dominance has silenced the critics and even won over the Gypsy King.
Massive shout out to Oleksandr Usyk. He did a fantastic performance tonight over Daniel Dubois, a good young game lad who come for a good tear up. So
Tyson Fury didn't just call Usyk a machine, he praised his IQ, movement, and called him a nightmare for any heavyweight. He's tricky, he's awkward, and he doesn't stop coming. Then Joe Rogan backed it up, saying, I think he's one of the best of all time. Enough said. And Rogan's not done. His breakdown of Usyk's footwork and finishing combo is pure gold.
I think he's one of the best of all time. I really do. I think he's one of the best heavyweights of all time. And his movement is so different. One of the things that was interesting, where they were talking about the fight, and AJ Tony Bellows was talking about when he fought him, and AJ was saying that when he fought him, it was the most exhausted he's ever been, because he's always moving. There's no rest with him.
Joe Rogan's admiration for Usyk keeps piling up. I think he's one of the best of all time, best heavyweights of all time. And he means it. Rogan breaks down how AJ admitted he was absolutely shattered fighting Usyk. No breath, no breaks, just endless movement. Add in that devastating final combo on Dubois. It's no wonder he says Usyk's footwork is magic born from Lomachenko's lineage.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, Lomachenko's father trained Usyk as well.
Ah.
Yeah.
So there's something, there's something.
Obviously, gravity keeps him from moving the way Lomachenko does, because Lomachenko's so small.
Yeah.
He can like dance around you.
For sure.
In footwork, just majestic footwork. But Usyk's footwork is like, there's a bunch of breakdowns of the final combination that he hit Daniel.
Dave Allen lays it down with no filters. Usyk is the best of our generation, period. He cleared out cruiserweight, moved up, and beat AJ twice. Fury, dealt with. Dubois, dissected. Allen even admits Dubois looked poor, but that's what Usyk does. He makes good fighters look amateur. The man's resume is insane. He's beaten everyone that's mattered, and he's done it with class, skill, and zero controversy.
He's the best of our generation by far. He has to be. He's beat everybody. He's literally beat everybody. You could say he's not beat Wilder. You could say a time was Sultan Parker. He's beat everybody. Daniel Dubois, for me, Daniel Dubois was poor tonight. I know we're not getting onto that yet, but he was poor tonight. But he's beat Fury twice. He's beat Joshua twice. He mopped up a cruiserweight. He's done it all. Yeah, there's nothing really much else to add. He's one of the best of all time.
Was he made to look poor?
He was, yeah, of course. Because we say he's one of the greatest of all time. He's made to look poor, but Daniel, you can look poor, but this is a world champion with his hand by his chest.
And Allen's not the only one who sees it. Even Martin Bakole, a monster himself, was left stunned. Martin Bakole didn't hesitate. He's the best. This guy is a machine. That's coming from a fellow heavyweight warrior who knows pain, power, and pressure. Usyk's unbeaten run isn't luck. It's years of discipline and dismantling every style put in front of him. Retire now or keep going. He's already stamped his legacy. Bakole knows what the fans see. Usyk's not just winning, he's evolving while dominating.
It's the best for right now. For this moment now is the best. Retire or keep fighting. He done amazing. This guy is a machine. So it's the best right now, to be honest. So he's still undefeated. Nobody beat.
Lennox Lewis, a heavyweight icon himself, was left in awe. He was unbelievable. When a former undisputed champion talks like that, it means something. Usyk didn't just show up, he painted a masterpiece. From the first jab to the final shot, Every move was deliberate. He countered with precision, moved like water, and refused to let Dubois land clean. That's elite level boxing. Lennox nailed it. Usyk did everything right. The jab was sharp, the defense slick, and the IQ off the charts. What makes it more terrifying is that Usyk never once looked in trouble. He wasn't surviving, he was controlling. To impress a legend like Lennox, you have to be generational. Usyk isn't just winning fights, he's leaving legends speechless. That's the mark of a true great.
Listen, he was unbelievable. He was on form today. He boxed great. He did the right things. He was counter-punching and he was moving well and he wasn't getting caught. And he started off with a jab, so what can you say?
And if Lennox is calling him great, Conor Benn took it even further, comparing him to Ali. Conor Benn didn't hold back. Is he as good as Muhammad Ali? That's not a light comparison, but after what Usyk's done, it's becoming a fair question. The Ukrainian has turned the heavyweight division upside down with brains, balance, and brutality. Benn's words echo what fans already feel. There's no one out there right now who looks capable of stopping him. Not Fury, not Wilder, not anyone. His ability to control pace, angles, and rhythm makes him an unsolvable puzzle. Benn recognizes greatness when he sees it, and he's right to be cautious with comparisons, because Ali is sacred ground. But Usyk, he's quietly building a case of his own, not through hype, through results. And when fighters like Benn start whispering Ali's name next to yours, you're not just another champion, you're boxing history in motion.
Phenomenal. Best heavyweight there is currently, and I don't see anybody beating him.
Is he as good as Muhammad Ali? It's not a crazy thing to say, I don't think, at this point.
The thing is, you can't really do the comparisons, do you know what I mean? But I do think he's one of the best currently now to do it.
Who do you want to see Usyk fight next, or just sail off?
He can sail off into the sunset and he's done everything. Do you know what I mean? He's phenomenal fighter, man. You're watching him, I'm just watching him, I'm going, oh my God. Like, that's God-given talent. Yeah, you can't.
Even Tony Bellew, a man who shared the ring with Usyk, admits no one's beating him now. Tony Bellew speaks from experience, and he's brutally honest. There's no one who's gonna beat him. That's coming from a man who shared the ring with Usyk and felt that relentless pressure firsthand. Bellew highlights something few fans catch: Usyk's ability to adjust. He doesn't just show up in shape, he shows up tailored for you. Against Dubois, he deliberately added weight to match the physical threat, and even slowed down his own feet to mirror Dubois' sluggish rhythm. That's not just fight prep, that's psychological warfare. It proves that Usyk doesn't just outbox you, he outsmarts you before the first bell. Bellew sees it, the fans feel it, and the division fears it. Usyk is rewriting what it means to be a heavyweight. It's no longer about brute force, it's about controlled chaos from a boxing mind decades ahead.
There's no one who's going to beat him. I just think technically, physically now, he's at the weight and he's adapted and he's adjusted. I mean, he's even adjusted and adapted his weight for this fight individually. I mean, he put on how much weight and slowed the actual feet down because Daniel Dubois' feet was...
Joe Gallagher hits the nail on the head. There's nothing more for Usyk to prove. And he's absolutely right. Usyk has done it all. Undisputed at cruiserweight, unified at heavyweight, beaten world champions, silenced doubters, and outclassed every style thrown at him. Gallagher's reflecting the truth. Usyk has reached that rare level where the only thing left is to watch the next generation try, and most likely fail, to dethrone him. It's the same space legends like Floyd and Pacquiao reached. When winning becomes expected, and every fight becomes a historic defensive legacy, the young guns might be eager, but they're not ready. Not for a fighter who adapts in real time, who's never out of position, and who fights with cold calculation and fire in his eyes. Gallagher's right. Usyk's now fighting for the record books, not recognition.
I don't think there's nothing more for him to prove. What is he's in a situation like all good fighters when they start to come to the end of the career. You've got the next gen coming through, you've got your upperties that want to move up and fight him, you've got the young guns. I see Turkey.
When Daniel Dubois' own father says his best wasn't good enough, you know how one-sided this truly was. Stan Dubois didn't offer excuses, he didn't sugarcoat it, he simply acknowledged the harsh truth. Usyk is a great champion and the best in the world for a reason. That's a father watching his son go through fire and still admitting the better man won. It's the type of raw honesty that fans respect, and it speaks volumes about Usyk's brilliance. The way he neutralized Dubois, broke him down mentally, and closed the show. That wasn't just a win, it was a dismantling. Dubois came in with power and youth, but Usyk brought timing, control, and ruthlessness. When you have a champion who not only wins, but forces respect from the other corner's family, that's something special. Stan Dubois wasn't being harsh, he was being real, and deep down, he knows what the rest of the world is realizing too. You don't beat Usyk, you just survive him.
He's the best in the world for a reason.
You know your son very well. He's only 27. Yes, it's back to the drawing board. What do you believe is necessary now for him to come back and, can be a two-time champion?
Well, that's up to him. We'll have a chat and see what he wants to do.
Do you know yet what you'd like him to do?
Spencer Oliver was stunned, and rightly so. That was the best Oleksandr Usyk I've actually seen. That's a huge statement, considering Usyk's resume is already stacked with elite performances. But this time, it was different. People questioned whether the wars with Fury had taken something from him. Was the mileage adding up? Was age catching up? Spencer admits what we all wondered, and then watched Usyk erase every doubt in one clinical, brutal, and completely dominant performance. He looked young, sharp, and fresh. And most importantly, he made a potentially dangerous fight look easy. That's terrifying for anyone in the heavyweight division, because when a fighter can come off back-to-back tough fights, enter against a big puncher like Dubois, and still look levels above, that's greatness. Usyk's conditioning, timing, and footwork were all on point. He dismantled Dubois with such calm precision that even veterans like Oliver are now calling him the best version we've ever seen. Age? Wear and tear? Forget it. Usyk's still evolving, and that's bad news for everyone.
The performance that he put in tonight was the best Oleksandr Usyk I've actually seen. I think that you got to put him up there, man. That was phenomenal. People talking about age, was he showing signs of wear and tear after the two Fury fights? Well, he answered all those questions. He looked young, he looked fresh, and he made a potentially difficult fight easy.
And when Gareth A. Davies talks about your name entering the all-time greats discussion, it means history is being made. Gareth A. Davies doesn't throw around praise lightly, and here he's asking the big question: where does Usyk belong in the all-time heavyweight pantheon? That's not a casual remark, that's history knocking. Gareth calls him astounding from beginning to end, and he's right. What we saw against Dubois wasn't just a win, it was pure domination. Usyk disarmed a young heavyweight with size and power using footwork, ring IQ, and masterful setups. He discombobulated, he mesmerized. That's how Gareth described it, and honestly, that's the perfect summary. Usyk didn't just beat Dubois, he took him apart piece by piece like a grandmaster playing chess, under 15 minutes of brilliance that had fans on their feet and pundits re-evaluating the heavyweight hierarchy. Gareth recognizes the magician at work, a man who turns every bout into a masterclass. Usyk's not chasing greatness, he's living it, and after performances like that, the debate isn't if he belongs among the all-time greats, it's how high up the list he goes.
Of greatness, and he goes out into the night, like all the people here tonight, knowing that a big debate will rage now as to where he actually sits in the pantheon of the all-time heavyweight greats. I thought he was astounding from beginning to end. He discombobulated, he mesmerized, he'd used his magician skills against Daniel Dubois, and it took him under 15 minutes. He was brilliant from first to the last.
Hamza Shiraz put it perfectly. He stood on business, and that's exactly what Usyk did. All fight week, the energy was different. There was no smiling, no games, just laser focus. Usyk wasn't there to box circles, he came to fight. He promised to knock Dubois out, and he delivered it with surgical precision. That's not just hype, that's the mindset of a champion who means what he says. Hamza noticed it, the cold intensity in Usyk's eyes, the calmness in his body language, the confidence of a man who'd already seen how the fight would end. He didn't just predict the future, he executed it. And the way he broke Dubois down, slow, methodical, devastating, proves that when Usyk decides to flip the switch, no heavyweight can handle what's coming. This wasn't just about defending titles, this was about making a statement. Usyk reminded the world, I don't just outbox you, I finish you. That's what standing on business really means.
Parker's deserved his shot. I think Parker should get a world title fight regardless, even if Usyk vacates the belts.
Hands off. Usyk fought like a heavyweight, not a cruiserweight in there tonight.
Yeah, no, he did. He stood on business, man. He stood on business, and he said he was going to knock the bar out, and he done exactly that.
Adam Smith offers one of the most telling reflections on Usyk's genius. He acknowledges Dubois had a moment, a flicker of success in round 3, but even that came with an asterisk, partially blocked. That's Usyk's defensive brilliance. Even when you think you've landed, you haven't. He's always slipping, catching, or absorbing just enough to stay in control. Smith also revisits that controversial low blow drama, the same narrative Dubois fans leaned on after Poland. But once again, Usyk shook it off like a true champion. No panic, no drama, just composure. And then came that right hand. Clean, accurate, final. The punch that ended Dubois' night wasn't wild or desperate, it was calculated. A sniper shot after rounds of breakdown. Adam says it plain. It was the right hand that led to the end. That's how Usyk works. He lets you try, lets you believe, then shuts the lights out. And when respected voices like Smith highlight those subtleties, it shows just how layered and lethal Usyk truly is.
Dubois as well at the end of the second round. I thought Daniel did really well in the third round actually to come back and landed a few right hands, but they were sort of partially blocked. Usyk never really gets hit flush. There was that other sort of low blow type body shot, exactly like the one in Poland, which they sort of shook off. And yeah, unfortunately, Daniel was trying to catch him with the right hand, and it was the right hand that led to the end for
Oleksandr Usyk didn't just beat Daniel Dubois, he sent a message to the entire heavyweight division, from Tyson Fury calling him a machine, to Joe Rogan comparing his movement to legends, to Hamza Shiraz saying he stood on business. The boxing world is united in awe. Usyk didn't just defend titles, he dismantled a younger, bigger opponent with cold precision and finished the job exactly when he said he would. He's now reached that rare level where opponents don't just lose, they get exposed. From AJ to Dubois, and with Fury on the radar, Usyk's proving size doesn't beat skill, intelligence does. With every fight, he silences doubters, humiliates critics, and rewrites what it means to be a heavyweight champion. The footwork, the timing, the ring IQ, it's generational. But now, the big question looms, what's next? If Fury avoids the rematch, does Usyk retire on top, or does he chase one more legacy moment to cement his place above every name in history? Either way, the pressure isn't on Usyk anymore. It's on everyone else trying to figure out how to stop the unstoppable. And so we ask you, the real boxing fans, has Usyk already secured his place as the greatest of this era, or is there still one final chapter left to write? Drop your thoughts below. Is anyone stopping Usyk, or are we witnessing the reign of a true all-time great right before our eyes?